This is the problem with buying mid-level stuff. For everybody who bought an i7 9700K, they launched at 409, and the i9 9900K launched for 520 or so. There was about $110, $120 difference with them at launch.
But if he bought that, he just...
If you buy an i9 9900K
Thank you.
for 320 and sell your current chip for 200-ish, it's about $100 or so. You add the hyper-threading in, which you could have done if you had just bought it in the first place. With respect to you, I'm saying this in general. To some extent in this business, being cheap is expensive.
Yes.
I don't want to say cheapskates pay twice, but sometimes cheapskates pay twice. It can be very expensive to be cheap because you buy down thinking, well, I'm going to save some money. Oh, man, I need to upgrade. I just built this 2 years ago. Then why didn't you build something better? Oh, I was trying to save money. Did you? The gentleman who has the Ryzen 5 2600 on the B450 motherboard, when did he build that? Can you scroll up and see when he built that?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't he build that last year? Or is it 2018? It's further up. There it is.
This one. May.
Okay.
Scoot.
He did that in May. That was 2 months before Zen 2 came. You don't know. Things happen, whatever. But why did he build a 2600 instead of a 2700X?
I don't know.
Because if he had a 2700X in there, he might be more inclined to keep it and not build a new computer.
Exactly.
Or if he'd waited 2 months, he could have had a 3700X and then he definitely wouldn't need a new computer. Or 3900X. Anytime you say, I'll just go down a grade and say, see, this is behind my entire argument of why we've done 2 videos over on Byte Size Tech, which were clips out of these live streams where I said, no one should buy the RTX 3070. It is dumb and stupid, and anybody considering buying a 3070 should be buying a 3080.
Yeah.
And I doubled down and did a part 2 of it. Of course, holy crap. First of all, that video went viral. It ended up on Reddit. People had a complete conniption. They screamed, you don't understand how budgets work. I understand exactly how budgets work. You don't understand what total cost of ownership is.
Yeah, budget.
Because...
He said budget.
Now, at the very bottom end, it's a little bit different, and I'll acknowledge that. At a 20, he might have gotten his Ryzen 5 2600 for $100 or something. And I understand that. But that end of the market can be a bit different. So I can change my thinking if you're talking about $100 CPUs. Mm-hmm. But if you have $500 for a graphics card to play video games with, you're not poor, or you shouldn't be. And if you are, then you're spending money you don't have. And I'm going to put my Papa Deals hat on and give you a lecture about not being broke. 3070s, 3080s, 3080 Ti's are for people who have the cash in the bank and savings and it doesn't hurt. The 3080 is substantially faster than a 3070. It has a crap ton more CUDA cores. It has GDDR6X RAM instead of GDDR6. It has faster RAM, much faster memory bandwidth. It has more RAM, 10 versus 8. And retail price, now I understand, I made those comments before they launched. I mean, I said this without having tested them, just because I could read a spec sheet and I'm not an idiot. You know what? That's not a fair statement. I can read a spec sheet and I've been doing this for a long time.
That's true.
I owned NVIDIA's first cards. I owned an NVIDIA graphics card before they even came out with the GeForce name, back when they were Rivia TNTs. At some point, you get a sense, my whole mindset is what is the deal? But see, to me, deal is just as much total cost of ownership as it is what you pay. What you pay up front does not necessarily mean you spent more money, even if you pay more money up front. And that's a concept I think way too few people understand, and I don't think school teaches it. Here's a great example. What is more expensive? A $25,000 Kia or a $30,000 Toyota?
A Kia.
It very well may be, yes. Which one holds a higher percentage of its residual? One of the best vehicles you can buy is actually a Toyota Camry. They hold so much value that even if you spend $35,000 on a Toyota Camry, you know my Ford Taurus? Mm-hmm. Okay. My Ford Taurus, I currently drive a 2018 Ford Taurus. I've owned 3 of them in my life. They're an amazing value if you buy them used. My current car, stickered, over $40,000. Brand new, it was over 40 grand. It has every feature. It even has that luxury sunshade. There's a power button you push in the front, and the rear window has a power sunshade. It's got heated rear seats, heated and cooled front seats, real wood, real leather, nav, sunroof, 20-inch alloy wheels, all of the things. I bought that car, 1 year old, certified pre-owned with a 7-year, 70,000-mile warranty with under 15,000 miles on it. The damn thing's brand new. Under 20 grand. More than 50% off sticker, 1 year. If you spend $40,000 on a Toyota Camry,
It's not going to lose that much value.
it won't lose half its value in 3 or 4 years. It may hold 50% of its value in 5 years. And that's why Toyota still makes Camrys and Ford no longer makes cars. I mean, really, basically, because their cars don't hold any value. But they're amazing used values. But if you're buying a new car, you buy a Toyota or a Honda.
Yeah.
Because they hold their value. My Fords are used. Her Honda Odyssey, brand new. It makes 0 sense to buy a used Honda Odyssey. In fact, a 3-year-old Honda Odyssey is very often more expensive than a brand new one.
Yeah.
And that blows so many minds.
Yes.
But
it
if
does.
you run the numbers, which have I run the numbers?
Just a couple of times.
Am I wrong?
Not at all. No.
There's no...
He gives the finance guy a run for his money. He stumped several finance guys. I just sit there. It used to bug me, but now it's just a game, and I just wait for it, and then the finance guy's brain goes, poof, and I'm like, there it is. And the guy, several times we've gone, he's like, do you want my job? Okay.
I've had car dealerships offer me jobs.
Yep.
Going, you could, do you want to do this?
Yeah.
I'm like, you couldn't pay me enough.
You can pay me now. Okay.
You know my problem with that? I couldn't rip people off. I couldn't scam people.
No.
I morally couldn't live with myself.
You're too voice of reason. Yeah.
I would want to help the buyer get a good deal,
Exactly.
which is not what you're supposed to do at a car
That's the
dealership.
complete opposite.
But I'd be like, let me get you a deal.
You did not expect us to see you or hear still? Johnny boy, this is Tech Deals. We're only 3 hours in, mate.